All right, what's going on? It's Mr. Barry. I gotta get through this 5 problems in 5 minutes, so we about to rock and roll. First thing you gotta do, factoring by grouping. We got 4 terms. We're going to group the first two, pull a GCF from here, pull a GCF from here. The answer is going to be the GCF that they share, and then what's left over. You'll see what I mean. First thing we gotta do, make sure it's in the right order. So we got the x squared term, then the x's, then the number. Once you got that, you got to look for a greatest common factor of the whole thing. Number one does not have a GCF, so then we go to our grouping. And so I'm going to group the first two, group the second two, and look for a GCF of each group. The first one, GCF is x over here. Looks like there's nothing. That means that they share 1. So after I divide these both by x, I'm left with x squared divided by x. That is x. 4x divided by x, that is 4. And I got my plus 1. What's left? X over 1 is just x. 4 divided by 1, that's just 4. And because they both share this x plus 4 right here, it's like the opposite of the distributive property. I've got x times this x plus 4, and I've got 1 times this x plus 4. So I can combine to look like this. I got x times x plus 4, 1 times x plus 4. This is my final answer in factor form. Slow the video and rewind if you need to. I gotta keep it moving. So number 2, it's in the right order. I got x squared, then x's, and then my number. There's no GCF between all of them, so I pull the grouping. I group the first two, group the second two. The GCF of the first one is just x. Over here, you got to make sure that this term is positive. So if it's negative, we're going to pull out a negative. GCF of these two is -7, so I've got x. What's left? X squared divided by x is x. -3x divided by x is -3. Then I get my -7. This divided by -7 is just x. 21 divided by -7 is -3. Notice again, they both share x minus 3. That's what makes this work. They have to match or it won't work. So the final answer is the two GCFs, x minus 7, and then what's left over, which matches, is x minus 3. All right, that's my final answer in factor form. Number 3, it's in the right order. We got the x squared, then the x's, then the number. There's not a GCF between all three of them. Just kidding. There is a GCF. They're all divisible by 3. So I got to divide them all by 3 at first. And what's left is x squared plus 5x minus 2x minus 10. And now I'm looking to go into my grouping. I pulled GCF out first. Now I'm looking to group these. So GCF, the first one is x. Over here is minus 2. So we've got x, and then what's left is x plus 5. Over here, minus 2. What's left is x plus 5. Notice how they both match on the x plus 5. So we've got my two GCFs, x and minus 2, and then x plus 5. Don't forget the GCF that we pulled out in the very beginning. This guy's got to go in front. So 3 goes in front. This is my final answer in factored form. Keeping it moving. So we've got, it's in the right order. Got the x squared, then the x's, then the numbers. There is not a GCF between all of them. So I'm looking to group the first two, group the second two. Over here, GCF is 2x. Right here is plus 5. And I'm actually going to take a shortcut. The final answer is going to be the two GCFs, and then what's left over, which should match on both of them. So if I divide by 2x on the first one, we're left with x minus 4. If I divide by 5 on this one, it's still x minus 4, and because they match, I know I got it right. Number 5. They're in the right order, but they're all divisible by 2. So I take out a 2. What's left is 6x squared plus 9x minus 2x minus 3. And now I'm looking to group these guys. So first two, second two GCF, got 3x. Over here it's just minus 1, so we got 3x minus 1. And what's left over, better match. Don't forget the GCF in front. And what's left over is going to be 2x plus 3 on this one and 2x plus 3 on this one. So we know that we got it right because they match. So good luck. Rewind the video if you need to, and post the problems up onto Google Classroom. Stay safe. Bye.